Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Librianas. Libra, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you. If you have Libra as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign, happy Libra full moon. All of the cardinal signs are really feeling it right now, especially if you have Libra placements, but also Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer placements. You guys are feeling the effects of this Libra full moon as well. Whatever you're feeling, whatever's coming up is very, very natural, all right? You could be feeling a multitude of things. Full moons are meant for releasing and purging and letting go of old chapters and closing up the cycles in our lives. And this can mean a lot of emotional release. So you may be feeling very emotional, heightened emotions, especially if you have like a Cancer or a Capricorn. Libra is square to those signs. So there's creating some tension there, some uncomfortable emotions, or addressing some uncomfortable feelings or insecurities that are within you here. But let it come out, let it come up and release it. And Libra full moon, honestly, I've tweeted about this and it's also on my Instagram. This is a time for us to really assess where we need to make a choice in our lives, right? Wherever you have Libra placements or even where you have Libra in your houses can show you where you might procrastinate, where you spend a lot of time in the gray area, where you might be more passive aggressive, where you need to take a stance. So the full moon illuminates where we need to either restore balance by making a choice, like getting out of that gray area, making a move, or maybe where we need to somehow harmonize that area of our lives, okay? But not by passivity and not by procrastination. So shout out to you Libra placements out there, especially if you have a Libra moon. And another quick shout out to my Etsy shop. If you like this shirt, this says generator on it, the human design types. I have a custom shirt made for all the human design types. So go check out the Etsy shop where I have that on there. And what else do I need to shout out? Quick shout out to my Patreon. That's the last thing I'll shout out. I've been really getting into the Scorpio tier. If you're Scorpio placement, you got Libra with Scorpio placements, you should be in that tier. It's coaching, advising, and helping guide the Scorpio placements and helping you understand your Scorpio energy and how to utilize it to the best of your ability. There's currently a wait list to get into that group right now because it is full. But I still have my all access tier, which I also do extended readings on there, early access readings, and other exclusive content. So with that being said, let's get into your reading, Libra, and see what the heck's going on for this Libra full moon opposing Chiron right now in Aries. It's a really intense time. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. So we have honor your boundaries, and then we have pregnancy. So for some of you, there's a culmination of something that's happening, or some of you could be pregnant. Possibly. Do not attack me. People get so triggered when I talk about pregnancy. Pregnancy does not mean it's for you. And even if you're pregnant, that is not a bad thing. Okay, so embrace it. Take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to resonate. But let's clarify both of these. Let's first clarify the pregnancy. It can be the start of something new, the birth of a new thing. What is pregnancy for Libra? That stick up your ass must be uncomfortable. Ooh. And then we have honor your boundaries. What is this in regards to for Libras? Where does Libras need to honor their boundaries? You have dead end. Libra is all about boundaries as well, diplomacy, because Libras sometimes have a hard time setting boundaries because it seems to cause conflict or seems to be a disruption of peace, but it is not. You have secret revealed. Okay, so we'll keep that there. Now, this pregnancy card can be like with the stick up your ass must be uncomfortable. This can be like in my head, I seen it as like, you know how like when you're pregnant, you have something inside you. So like the stick up your ass is kind of like you're carrying that extra weight, that burden where you need to like push it out. I don't know. That's just the image that I got in my head. So we're just going to go with that. Okay. So whatever. All right. Let's get into it, Libra. Let's see what's going on more in depth. Libra's sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node with honoring your boundaries. What can we know about honor your boundaries for Libra? Tell us about where Libra needs to honor their boundaries. You have protection. Where does Libra need more boundaries. You have this is the one. Where does Libra need to honor their boundaries in regards to... Where does Libra need to honor their boundaries? Affair or third party? I'm not going to say what I'm going to say. You know we get this card every time, right? In this reading, in the Libra readings, tell me more about honor your boundaries for Libra. Honor your boundaries, and then we'll get into, we have forgiveness. We'll get into secret revealed. You have still angry or hurt. Okay. Tell me about secret revealed for Libras. Tell me about secret revealed. You have single. Some of you are newly single, or you might be single because of something that you find out. Tell me about secret revealed for Libras. Tell me about secret revealed. Liar. What's going on? Secret revealed for Libra. Rejection. Your last reading was about rejection. I remember that. And you dealing with the pain of rejection of some kind, or still angry or upset about somebody that lied to you or rejected you. All right. But let's see. Let's unpack this. There's a lot of different things going on here. So there could be a secret revealed to you that shows you where your boundaries are not really that strong, or where you needed to be more assertive or upfront. So let's talk about some human design first, and then we'll get back into the cards. So the first signs or types that came to my mind are manifestor and manifesting generator. So if you have Libra placements and you are a manifestor or manifesting generator, you have to make sure that you are informing people and being very assertive about what it is that you want, what you need in your life, in your relationships, all those things. And some of you are still angry or hurt either because of people that you did not really fully speak up, or you tried to like compromise or keep the peace. You didn't fully let them know when they hurt you or how they hurt you. So a lot of these like feelings are coming up where you might be resentful at them, or you might be resentful at yourself because of like, you should have spoken up, or you're like reflecting. You're like, man, I should have said that. You know, like after an argument, when you're like, you think of something you could have said or something better to have said. A lot of you are thinking about that now, but it's one of those things where it shouldn't even have to get to that point, right? So MG and manifestor, making sure that like you're really informing people about how they've made you angry, or, you know, it's not so much about like, try not to dismiss your feelings and being like, well, it doesn't matter now. It's over. I don't need to bring it up. I should just walk away. No, sometimes you need to let people know where they got you messed up at. Okay. Sometimes you do. And so, or let somebody know that you would like an apology. You can tell people, inform them, I want an apology before I consider even forgiving you or consider letting you in my life, whatever it is. So you can let people know those types of things as well. For generators, in response to somebody like overstepping your boundaries, that is your moment. That's your time. Libra generators, to speak up and say, hey, I don't like that. I don't like how you did that. Or you may be even reflecting on a lot of moments where you're frustrated about people not taking you seriously or respecting your boundaries, but you have to make sure that you were actually very vocal about them. Some of you may not have been, or you may just have been dealing with people that can't honor them. They can't respect them because they're not emotionally mature enough to do so. So, you know, there's that, and not taking that too personally with this rejection card. If you are a projector or a reflector, really, there's anger or there's hurt about people that did not either recognize you, didn't invite you, didn't include you somehow, some way, but also looking at yourself. Everything is a mirror, right? Looking at yourself and seeing where you did not include yourself enough, or you were not vocal, or you like were too passive, or you went with the flow too much instead of like being very like, hey, this is what I want. And projectors, you're supposed to be very vocal. Like, yes, you wait for an invitation, but you're supposed to already know what you want and who you want and what you want, period. And reflectors, you spend a lot of time with these lunar cycles and waiting 29 days or more to figure out what it is that you want and getting really clear on that. So some of you are having this big secret revealed here where it's like you're understanding that maybe you played a part in these third parties or these gray areas, these going with the flow situations. And then you ended up bitter, disappointed, angry, frustrated because you were not active enough in getting what it was that you wanted from the situation when you could have. Like maybe you had that opportunity come up, like projector, you got the invitation, right? But you didn't like fully dive into it or use it to your fullest advantage, right? Reflectors, you got into that community, but you didn't fully utilize it, or you didn't fully express yourself there. You didn't fully speak up about your wisdom and share your wisdom. Generators, you got something to respond to. You got something that did excite you, but you did not take full advantage of, jumping into it and exploring it. And manifestors and MG, you did get something to respond to as well, or you had something to initiate, and it was your chance to like take advantage and fully go in and do it, but maybe you did not. And so there's a lot of nuances here where in one instinct, some of you are seeing where being too passive or waiting too long has caused you to miss out on an opportunity, or it's like you have this resentment now because people cannot meet your needs, or you're in the wrong situation, or you're feeling like you missed your chance, or angry at people that you did, vocalize these things to, and they still did not meet your needs somehow. So there's a lot happening here. Okay. Or maybe you believed that they could, and maybe they lied to you, in a sense, if they couldn't follow through. So what else do we need to know here about this for Libra? Forgiveness, still angry or hurt. And what is this is the one? What is that about? Angry or hurt. Forgiveness. This is the one. Have a look. Communication. Tell me more. They will reach out. Tell me more. You have guilt. Who is they will reach out? What is that about? The truth will come out. Ask for help. Some of you do need that help. So it's like there's this energy also for you Libras where you kind of swing from side to side. Like either you're on that side of being like very passive about like approaching a problem because you're like, yeah, well, maybe it's not worth it, right? You have not worth it right here. Maybe it's not worth me speaking up about. And then other times you're ready to just charge and like say whatever's on your mind and approach it in a very like hostile way. Think before you act. So it can go from one extreme to the other for you guys here. But you have the truth will come out. You have they will reach out. So generators especially, look out for something to respond to in order to like assert your boundaries or to be direct. It's one of those things where I think some of you get like really confused or stuck on like knowing when and where to like set boundaries or when to leave something alone. I think that's where the dynamic kind of like is a struggle for Libra placements. And I also have Libra placements, but it's like sometimes you're like, I don't know if this is the right time to speak up, or I don't know if I should say anything at all, or what if it's met with resistance, whatever the case may be. My take on it is at least try. Okay, try to say something when you have the opportunity. When somebody hurts you, when there's a misunderstanding, when there's something bothering you, try to say it. See, like if you get something that comes up and you're like, this is the situation that I can like really say how I feel and express myself, try to say it and see the response you get. If it's not a good response, it's met with like a lot of hostility, okay, you leave that there. You don't have to worry about it. At least you said something, right? And then you then figure out on what level you'll deal with that person from then on. You don't have to have a close relationship with them. But if you never try, you never say anything, you're going to build up this resentment, right? You're going to be angry or hurt at all the people in your life that you've allowed to overstep, you've allowed to hurt you, you've allowed to get away with things. And I feel like a lot of that is coming up where you're seeing like, wow, I've let people get away with way too much, right? Because of my own guilt, because I don't want to hurt their feelings, or I don't want to look like the bad guy. I don't want to look like a rude person. Okay, but there's going to be a lot of truth surrounding that for you, Libras, coming up here soon. And communication is on the forefront. Libra's an air sign, so you're meant to be very articulate about what it is you need, what it is you want, what you don't want, right? Recognition for projectors, especially to getting that recognition that you know you need and that you crave. You have to speak up about where there's a lacking of some kind. So this full moon reveals a lot to us about where our communication is lacking, where we are not aggressive enough, or aggressive at the wrong times even. Okay, or with the wrong people. Because there's some people in our lives we're meant to like keep at a distance, not really rock the boat with them. Then there's other people we need to definitely speak up and be a lot more vocal. So it's all about timing. All right, so what else is coming towards Libra right now with this energy, with honoring the boundaries? Tell us more about Libra and honoring their boundaries. Yeah, Temperance, Devil, could be a Sagittarius, can be a Capricorn, placement, person. Oop, Nine of Swords. Get out of your head about it. Tell me more for Libras. Whoa. Tell me more for Libras about where they need to honor their boundaries more. Where does Libra need to honor their boundaries more? Ten of Swords, Three of Swords reversed. Some of you feel bad, or you will feel bad for ending something. There's like a lot of guilt there that comes with ending things, because I feel like Libras struggle a lot with worrying about making the right decision or the wrong decision, or did they consider all the options first? But sometimes, well, a lot of the times, indecision is a decision. When you can't make up your mind, when you can't make a decision about how to approach a problem or what to do, then it's like you have the decision made for you, and now you're like you're stuck with that. So I think there's like two things happening here for Libras. Like I mentioned earlier, in one instinct, you're feeling angry or bad about a situation where a decision is made for you because you did not make a decision. You did not go through, you did not follow through with it, you didn't follow up with it, or you didn't like utilize it to your full advantage, and now you have no choice but to walk away or but to end it, because in a sense maybe you missed out on it because you didn't take it, or you weren't aggressive enough there. Or it's like maybe you're feeling like you made the wrong decision because you spoke up and something went wrong, or it ended, or something happened. That doesn't mean you made the wrong decision at all. Okay? I'm going to clarify a couple of these things. Why is the Eight of Cups here and the Ten of Swords? The Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. The Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. And I think Libras learn from a young age as well, like, I don't want to speak up because it shows that there is a disruption if I speak up sometimes, or there's a lack of understanding, or there's conflict or something like that. Or I end up hurting people when I speak up. But other people's feelings are not your responsibility. All right. Okay. And let me clarify the Three of Swords, and that's the last one. We'll break this down here. Hermit card in reverse. The Virgo energy, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, Libras. There is a big moment of revelation for you here. When you honor your boundaries, there's two things that happen here. For the first set of Libras, this is your story, where you do something, right? You say something, you finally speak up about something, or you set your boundaries with somebody, and it's met with an ending, right? It's met with resistance. It's met with like a separation, a breakup, a pause, whatever it is. It's met with this, where you have to walk away because there is no other resolution for you. And so there is guilt that comes with that, wondering if you made the right decision because you had no other choice but to leave it behind, but to walk away. But, honor your decisions. A lot of Libras, they, like I mentioned, they will refrain from making a decision, right? Because they don't want to make the wrong choice. And it really hurts them to wonder, like, because they always see other sides of the perspective. So they're always like, well, what if I made the wrong choice? What if this was a mistake? What if I, what if I want to go back to the situation? But a lot of you are in this place now. You have to honor a decision right now. You have to honor a decision to leave somebody. You have to honor a decision to change jobs, leave your family, cut people off, whatever it is. You have to honor a decision to keep somebody at distance. Honor that decision and stand in it. Don't sit there wondering, was this the right choice? If you know you didn't have another choice, honor that, okay? Yes, you may feel guilty. You will feel uncertain. This is the full moon energy, the moon card, Pisces energy as well. Could be with a Pisces. But just trust yourself. You have to learn to trust yourself more. And there's a lot of inner child healing that goes with trusting yourself, because a lot of decisions were made for you. So you don't really know how to make your own decisions to a certain extent for a lot of you. Right? And now that's one scenario. Now for others of you, it could be that you refused to set a boundary or make a choice, or you waited for that decision to be made for you. And now you're feeling upset because you wish you had a chance to make the decision yourself. Right? So it could be somebody else walked away from you, or you were let go of something, or you missed out on the opportunity because you did not take that chance. Right? Or you did not say what you really wanted. You didn't go after it as clearly as you could have. So you still have to walk away. And so that can go either way for you. But you have Ace of Pentacles. There's a new slate. Full moon is releasing you from this burden here and showing you where you may need to be more assertive with certain things, or where you need to honor your boundaries and still stick to them even when they're met with resistance, especially manifestors and MG, especially when they are not met with acceptance. It doesn't mean that you made the wrong choice. There's an opportunity to lean into moving forward from here. Okay. So it's getting deep. It's getting deep, Libra. All right. So your reading's a little bit longer. Oh my God. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Dang, I didn't even say anything. I said, it was like, phew, that's crazy. But yeah, here we go. There's a lot of boundaries to be set here, and honoring your boundaries. Honoring your boundaries means standing in them, reinforcing them. Do not double back on them. Don't feel bad about them. People are manipulative out here. People will manipulate you to make you feel like you made the wrong decision because they'll guilt trip you. No, you know what to do. Okay. And don't let anybody make your boundaries for you. A lot of you have done that with people, and the full moon is revealing how bad that feels when other people make the decision for you because you don't stand in your power. And it takes your power away. You give your power away when you let people decide what you want for you. Okay. If you're not like aggressive enough in saying that is not what I want, that I want something else, I want this, I want that, you should not be always letting other people take the lead. 5 of Pentacles. Got the Justice card here. That's you. Okay, 8 of Wands. This is a time to communicate and to speak up. Closed mouths do not get fed here, Libra. It will lead you to a lot of happiness when you can make a decision instead of being in that gray area and having a decision that is made for you. You're like, I'm going to take in my control and my power and like go with what I want, and that might mean you have to let go of something else. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you made the wrong decision. If other people are not happy. 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, things are moving quickly. You get out of this lack mentality, okay? And you make a decision. 7 of Cups in reverse. You stop weighing out your options. You stop wondering when is the right time, how is the right time to say it, when is the right time to do it, all those extra questions you have in your mind. And you shut that door and you're like, this is what I'm going with. This is what I'm going to stick to. And we're just going to see where it goes, okay? And then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We can figure it out in the future, okay? So that's what we have for you, Libras. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please comment, like, share, subscribe so this channel can thrive. Don't forget to hit me up, check me out on Patreon. I will be dropping a exclusive love reading on there as well, as I do every month. And that's what I got for y'all. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.